The Augusta region, located along the Savannah River, covers 2 states and 18 counties. Our region provides an innovative and cost-effective home to small businesses, startups, government agencies, national labs, Fortune 500 companies, universities and technical colleges, and so much more. The strength of our region lies in our history of innovation and the entrepreneurial spirit. From the early days of the Medical College of Georgia to the advanced capabilities of our Cyber and Savannah River National Lab, the Augusta region keeps our nation moving forward. Today, we'll hear from leaders across our region telling us about their organizations and why being here has helped them grow. We'll hear about what the future holds for the Augusta region. Join me, James Heffner, as we explore the state of innovation in Augusta. Let's start with one of our biggest businesses here in the Augusta region, golf cars. More than 90% of the world's golf cars are produced right here in the Augusta region. Today, we'll hear from Club Car. They're one of the most iconic names in golf cars known around the world.
Yeah, well, Club Car actually began back in 1958 in Houston, Texas, and it was acquired by a local Augusta businessman named Bill Stevens. And he acquired Club Car, put it into a truck, drove it from Houston, Texas to Club Car in 1962. And we've moved into the current location here on Washington Road back in the late 60s. I think our total workforce is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 800 to 900 people. Our main facility is here on Washington Road. Back about 5 years ago, we did put together a warehouse and distribution center out in Appling, Georgia, which is in Columbia County. And we just recently announced that we're going to add on a 3rd building out in that area as well. Well, yeah, it's amazing to think about the growth. When I started at Club Car back in 1990, and at that point in time, we were here on Washington Road, and there was really not much out here, going from around the I-20 area back out even further into Columbia County. But since then, it's all grown up around us here. I think the continued growth into the business, into other areas of Club Car, brings greater and greater attraction, greater and greater opportunity for all the local businesses that are here. In other words, spouses, retirees from the military base, et cetera, continues to bring in the talent that we can use in a lot of our areas, whether that's in technical areas like engineering or more administrative, human resource type areas. So to see the continued growth in the local areas is good for all the local businesses here, because it continues to draw a greater pool of talent that we can use to build our business.
Club Car really does have a long and storied history in our region. The continued growth of the golf car industry is part of the success we're so proud of here. It's incredible to think people all around the globe are using products produced right here in Augusta. Speaking of globetrotting, from golf cars on the ground to planes in the sky, next up, we have StandardAero. They've been in the Augusta region for decades, providing service to jets from all over the world.
StandardAero, based here in Augusta, Georgia, we are a leading MRO facility. So that's a maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility for aircraft engines, avionics, as well as the airplanes themselves. StandardAero started business here in 1974. We started with 2 hangars. We expanded it to 4 hangars in 1976, and we've since added another engine shop. Being based here in Augusta, Georgia, in the southeastern United States, it's a good workforce. It's an economical place to do business. This location was chosen as one of 5 locations for us to cover flights up and down the East Coast. Here in Augusta, at this location, some of the uniqueness of what we do is driven around our engine maintenance. Full overhaul capability on several different models of engines. Couple that with the heavy airframe maintenance that we accomplish with some avionics work, really sets us up as one of the few MRO facilities in the United States that has all of those capabilities under one roof. StandardAero is one of the largest independent MRO facilities in the world. Overall, we have 4 different sectors of the business. We have an airlines and fleet sector, business aviation sector, components sector, and a military helicopters and energy sector. In Augusta, we're part of the business aviation sector, serving all of the business aviation operators that are out there flying. So here in Augusta, we service customers really from all over the world. So we have a large contingency of US-based customers, but we also have 14 other foreign country authorizations. So pretty much from anywhere in the world, if you operate a business aviation aircraft and you need it serviced or the engine worked on or the auxiliary power unit worked on, we can do that here in Augusta, Georgia. So here in Augusta, we do have plans for expansion, which would be larger facilities, hiring more employees. As I mentioned earlier, we've been here for 49 years now. We have no intention of cutting that short. It's a great location, great place for people to work, great place for people to live, but there will be some future expansion coming. With the expansions that are planned for Augusta, the workforce will grow. We will add probably another 75 to 100 employees in the next 2 to 3 years, and that's just the beginning.
More than 4 decades of world-class service and innovation is truly remarkable. Our friends at StandardAero are just one of the many examples of incredible businesses that have stayed in Augusta. From decades of success to new tech that sets us apart from the rest, Security Onion Solutions was started right here in the Augusta region and now helps keep networks secure around the globe. Founder Doug Burks went to Evans High School and Augusta College. Most of his team at Security Onion is based right here in our region. Let's hear some more about what Security Onion is and why they stayed here in Augusta.
So I started Security Onion because I saw this problem in the industry where folks really needed to monitor and defend their networks, but they, in many cases, could not afford the commercial software to do so. So maybe they were trying to use some free software components and maybe kind of duct tape it together and try to get it to work. But they were spending a lot of time just trying to get these little pieces fit together, and instead of doing the real job of catching bad guys. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we as defenders had an easy to use platform that anybody could download and deploy to their enterprise and start monitoring and defending their network in just a few minutes. And as it turns out, I'm not the only one who had that kind of a need. Other folks needed it as well. So after building this platform, starting it in 2008, putting out the first version in 2009, making it available for download, we're now over 2 million downloads. So folks all around the world are using this platform to monitor and defend their networks. Yeah, so I've lived here all my life. Augusta is my town, it's my hometown, and I love Augusta. It's been a great town to be able to see the growth in the community, because when I was a kid in the 80s, you know, Augusta was just kind of a sleepy little town. There wasn't a whole lot going on here. And so a lot of my friends in high school, you know, they couldn't wait to get out of Augusta. They couldn't wait to move to Atlanta or Charlotte or some other big city. And I always kind of figured that if I wanted to work for a real company or start a real company, that I would have to do the same as well. But it just turns out that, you know, after being in love with this town and wanting to stay here and going to Augusta College, as it was known back in the day, and getting my computer science degree, really getting involved in the community and learning as much as I could about cybersecurity and starting this Security Onion platform, everything just kind of fell into place to where, you know, now we've got this large presence of cybersecurity at Fort Gordon. We've got the Georgia Cyber Innovation and Training Center. We've got all these things happening. Cybersecurity is right here in my backyard. So why would I ever leave? You know, it's now the perfect place for me to be. I have the opportunity, because me and all of my employees work from home. We could choose to work anywhere. We could choose to live anywhere. But this is the place that I want to be. This is where my family is. This is where my home is. This is where my community is. We have ties here. We have, you know, it's really just a great community spirit that we have going on here. We have low cost of living. We have great neighborhoods, we have great schools. We really have everything that we could ask for. And so really this is the ideal place to be, and this is where we plan to stay.
Cybersecurity innovation happening right here in Augusta. That's pretty incredible. Lots of innovators like Security Onion call Augusta home. That's one reason why Aurubis chose to build a new state-of-the-art facility in Richmond County. Their new site is bringing lots of new technology and jobs to the Augusta region.
Right. I mean, basically, it was the people here in Augusta. We were welcomed with open arms by not only the Augusta community, but the state of Georgia. So everything down from Governor Kemp's office down to the local people here. And then once we got to know the local people and the institutions here, it was just a no-brainer for us to come to Augusta. Well, we just see unlimited growth opportunities here in Augusta. There's, let's say, great educational institutions here, a great employment base. We're able to get the training their employees need to do this process. We're located close to the port, plus also located to great cities like Atlanta where people can go on the weekends. There's just lots of great reasons to be here in Augusta. So what makes Aurubis unique is that we're basically taking a waste product, things that often go into landfills or being sent overseas for processing, and we're taking valuable materials, primarily copper, but other precious metals such as gold and silver, and reclaiming those and using them here in the United States, and nobody else is doing that. Yeah, it's either ending up in landfills, which costs money, or it's going to places like China, and we wanted to keep that resource here in the U.S. and repurpose it back into our economy. So in terms of the Aurubis vision, the U.S. was very important in terms of placing this type of asset here since nobody else was doing it. But the country is positioning itself for a green evolution here, and we're going to be an important part of the infrastructure growth and revitalization here in the U.S. We saw a very competitive workforce here. There's a good availability of labor. There's also good institutional resources here to help train people in what we need. But also people find Augusta an attractive place to come live and build their family, and we want to be a part of that. Right. So our initial investment here in Augusta is $700 million. So we're working on what we call phase 1 and phase 2 right now. And if this is successful as we expect it to be, there'll be more to come.
Advanced manufacturing and recycling right here in Augusta. Aurubis is pushing sustainable practices forward while providing new opportunities to our region and nation. Of course, this sort of work has a long history here in the Augusta region. Just across the river is Savannah River National Lab. Our friends at USC Aiken are working on building a new advanced manufacturing collaborative in partnership with SRNL. Let's hear about what's happening at USC Aiken.
Yeah, I think the USC Aiken being the regional university is absolutely vital to produce the workforce that's needed to provide the platform for continued growth and economic development potential of the region. In our area, of course, that means providing a workforce for DOE, DOD, South Carolina National Guard, as well as many industries that need these highly technical skills of science and engineering, as well as computer science. So we've built we're really bringing up our applied research, as well as our cyber programs are growing at a very fast rate. Our mechanical engineering programs are growing at a very fast rate to help meet these demands. We think by this regional approach, a lot of those students will stay and work here in the CSRA region. Having, of course, the national lab here is a huge boon for the region, especially in the area of advanced manufacturing. You know, when it comes down to it, we still need to make things. We still need to make prototypes. We still need to make, first runs, and we still need to make products. And so that's what this is going to focus on. And a lot of companies from around the world are going to want to help, is going to want to collaborate with this AMC, and that's going to drive a lot of economic development in the area. We're going to support that. We're building facilities on our campus to help as soon as they open, our facilities and our faculty will hopefully be a flat, seamless environment where we can collaborate. We're building a maker space that's kind of a dirty maker space, if you will, drills and CNC machines and all those kind of things, hopefully support those prototypes that'll be coming out of this wonderful new facility, the AMC. Yeah, I think we're building a real exciting applied research and workforce development flat ecosystem here. We're really trying to bring in collaborations from industry and actually house them here on campus, as well as the DOE, DOE, and the South Carolina National Guard. Our specialties are, of course, going to be engineering and cyber. Our cyber program is growing about 30% a year. We also have software engineering and game simulation, data science. So we're going to have all those skills that are needed for these 21st century investment in these areas.
USC Aiken is pushing innovation forward in the Augusta region, while building important partnerships with long-standing innovators like Savannah River National Lab. The new Advanced Manufacturing Collaborative is just one example of what happens when big players work together. Another big player in our region is Rolls-Royce MTU Power Solutions. Their manufacturing facility in Gratuitous, South Carolina, produces massive diesel power for use all over the world by numerous different industries. Rolls-Royce has been in our region for more than a decade.
Okay. Rolls-Royce is located here in Graniteville, South Carolina. We've been here since 2010, and we assemble large diesel engines. These engines are for the industrial market, so not your over-the-highway engines. We are off-highway, and so they go into industrial products like railway, marine engines for waterway, and heavy industrial equipment, and so that's what we assemble here. And we started off assembling engines here, and so we have a machine shop where we do machining of our raw parts that feed into our line. We also, of course, have a materials and logistics warehouse that is up the street from our main site. And we also have an R&D center that is here on our main campus. And we are a power solutions division of Rolls-Royce. So we're not the car people, okay? So we are not the turbine people either, but we produce and assemble engines for the industrial market, power solutions for Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce itself, when we came here, the market was a little bit down. And so some people are wondering about our business decision, but it's been a great decision for us. Again, we have come here, not only have we come, but we have expanded. And we've been able to man our machines and populate the company with the employees in the area. So we have great partners in the community. And if anybody is thinking about moving here, they have partners that will help them get their company off the ground and then support them while they're here. It's one thing to maybe get support when you're starting, but then if everybody runs away, then you don't have the support to maintain the business. And we've had other businesses in the area too that have expanded. And so the population is here, the community is here, everybody is supportive of us. And we have a lot of community events as well, support the community with Golden Harvest Food Bank and different things like that. So we are not just here taking away from the community, but for Rolls-Royce, we are giving back to the community as well. And we're having a great time doing it.
Just some massive products that Rolls-Royce produces in our region. It's awesome to think about such impressive products built right here being used to power the modern world. From huge diesel engines to huge engines of workforce development, Augusta Technical College collaborates with companies and organizations across our region. Had the chance to discuss one of their newest ventures with them.
Augusta Tech has been involved in workforce development for over 60 years now. We've been leading the way in training and education. We have also partnered with many industries such as aviation, healthcare, and cybersecurity. We're excited that in early 2025, we're going to be adding a new space to Augusta Technical College, and this is Accelerate Augusta. We'll be located downtown Augusta, and we will be offering many programs to entrepreneurs in the area. Those will be classes such as marketing, finance, legal issues, human resources, and even software programs. So we'll offer these classes in many different ways, such as workshops, mentoring programs, micro sprints, and we'll even have some pitch events for the entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs can come in even if they only have an idea, or if they're further along in the process, they can come in and know that Accelerate Augusta will be able to help them every step of the way on their journey to starting their business. Accelerate Augusta is going to be able to help push our region forward with our programming and our support for entrepreneurs. We are sure to be able to help the CSRA grow and to help provide more jobs for the future.
Augusta Tech is an essential part of the ecosystem of innovation that's being built here in the Augusta region. Next, we're going from two-year technical college to our region's largest university, Augusta University. From the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences to the Medical College of Georgia to the Hull College of Business, Augusta University helps foster growth and innovation in our region, the state of Georgia, and beyond. Let's hear about the impact Augusta University has on our region and its innovators.
We have some great new opportunities that we've built here in our innovation pipeline at the Georgia Cyber Innovation and Training Center. Entrepreneurs who go through our program with Augusta University, from freshman all the way up to graduate, can experience innovation in the classroom. The really exciting opportunities for our students and our alumni is that in Augusta, we are in the state of Georgia. And Georgia has been ranked the #1 state to do business in for 10 years now in a row. So the cost of living for us here is 15.3% lower than what you would find in maybe a metro hub like Atlanta. And the salary difference is only 5%. So the career advancements and the opportunities for your businesses to thrive are so much better here in Augusta with us. The Georgia Cyber Innovation and Training Center is here to help identify and address the gaps in the innovation pipeline. We are here to help build entrepreneurship and innovation across the region. And Augusta University is a key piece in that partnership. We have the perfect ecosystem of industry, academia, and government. And when you have these three in alignment, there's only opportunities for success. So there are tons of opportunities here to replicate that model and help our community thrive also.
And finally, we'll hear from Michael Schaffer. His years of public service have given him a unique perspective on the Augusta region and the state of Georgia.
Workforce development is super important. And if you think about it, think about our region. What are we known for? So I'll talk about the region as opposed to just Augusta. If you think all the way to Aiken, it's an equestrian, right? Known across the world. If you think about Augusta, we're known for James Brown, hardest working man in show business, right? So hard workers. Or maybe it's the Augusta National, the home of the Masters. When I think about Augusta and the Georgia Cyber Center is helping make this a reality, is I think about research, think about innovation, think about entrepreneurship, and all of those are opportunities. We have the Department of Energy with the Savannah River National Lab, and we have our cyber, which of course is one of the missions from Fort Eisenhower. Both of these groups are federal agencies, but they, in this campus of innovation, have labs where they work to solve some of our nation's top challenges. It is working to build a downtown, to build a community that supports that, whether it's funding, whether it is those organizations that can provide guidance for new businesses. Our next step is to create so that we can create businesses that are here that can then take advantage of the opportunities that these organizations may offer them. Well, if you think about USC Aiken, who's our neighbor right across in South Carolina, again, we think of ourselves as a region, they're building the advanced manufacturing facility, right? Now think about that. That's hugely important, not only to Savannah River site, but that type of advancement and technology can be used for any industry, right? You can take that outside of that, but why was it built? It was to help a certain employer, right? Well, the Georgia Cyber Innovation Training Center, which the state of Georgia built, much the same way, was to help with workforce and to help solve some of the challenges that our employer, being Fort Eisenhower, some of their needs. So I think as a two-state area and with the two universities of where we collaborate, we both use our resources that can be beneficial to industry that might want to move to this area.
Our region is unique and growing. Building a business in the Augusta region, just makes sense. We offer an incredible combination of low cost of living and an extremely capable workforce. The economic development of the region is just getting started.